Good morning everyone and welcome to the stream. So today we're doing some super thresholds, which should be fun. So done my FTP test last week. I just failed miserably at it, but hey, at least we've got a baseline, right? So I've dropped a couple of points on the numbers for the FTP, so now I need to focus on bringing those numbers back up. FTP dropped from 244 to 233. Actually, I've not even checked to see if the change has taken effect into. Let's just check and see. Yeah, FTP 233, so it has kicked in because I've done the test on this. It changed itself. It's pretty cool. So we've got 2 sets of Superthreshold, 2 minutes 30 on, a minute's rest in between. I've actually been looking forward to this, which is scary because one thing that became apparent when I was doing the FTP test, because I haven't been doing much by way of training, and you know, I was doing bits and pieces but not like serious. It was clear that I need to really work on my zone 3, zone 4 and extended efforts in those areas, so my body get used to flushing out the lactate but also building up the lactate as well at the same time. So I had a good conversation with Brian when we were out on Sunday on the bike, just talking through some stuff. I've actually recorded a lot of what we were talking about, and I'll put a video together and share that on YouTube as well, just so people have got a bit of an insight into his training style and why he recommends certain things, which was pretty good. So, and it is 6:30 in the morning. This is pretty much the only time I can train. I work during the day, and I've got a family that I have to take care of the evening. So yeah, this is my time. 6:30. I found it getting older. It's getting harder to get up this time in the morning. But maybe if I went to bed a bit earlier, that would certainly help. I've said this before on previous videos. The socks on my avatar are really gritting on me. They're so short. I must actually check on the game to see if I can change that. Maybe that's one of the things you can change about your avatar. I haven't looked into it yet. It's just funny look. It's just not right. Keepers of the cog will be furious. The Illuminati going mad at the sock length in this guy. Shocker, isn't he? You can tell it's coming into winter. I've actually got my jersey zipped up. Usually it's unzipped, but it's bloody cold. Coming into the autumn time here in Ireland, it is nippy, to say the least. So nice and easy warm up into the Superthresholds. nice and easy. I haven't done a session like this in a long while actually. Threshold, interesting to see how I fare. I think the temptation is that the first couple seem fairly okay, and I think the temptation for a lot of people will be to increase the numbers. You've got to remember there's 8 of them to go through. It was like doing the FTP test last week, so we always do a 5-minute first and then go into a 20-minute effort. And my ability to do something for 5 minutes has masked what my true FTP number could be. So based on my number for the 5-minute, Brian suggested that, you know, we're looking at an FTP of about 380, which would be great because that would have been a massive increase from where I was at 244. And had I been done training, yeah, I probably could have had it. But yeah, because I could last that 5 minutes and kill myself, I just had nothing left for that proper FTP test. But I also went out with thinking in my head, right, I can hit 280 without being able to train for doing an effort for 20 minutes. So there was a couple of things at play there. But hey, you always learn. That's the good thing about doing these tests, is that they're never going to be perfect all the time. There's always something you can improve on. So, Koppenberg. Let's start to open up a wee bit now. Yeah, it's funny, when Brian went out and I were out on Sunday, fuck, it was cold. That madman went out without any gloves or anything on. I had the full winter regalia. My Van Rysel thermal jacket, which is one of the best I've got off the bike. I love the Van Rysel stuff. For those who don't know, Van Rysel is a sub-brand of Betwin. They rebranded it's a sub-brand of Decathlon. They used to be known as Betwin, and they rebranded to Van Rysel, which means of Lille. Or of Leon. One of the two, I think it's Lille. Like I said, the first couple of these are going to seem easy. That's good. Okay. One done. It's funny, so you look at the description. Superthreshold. 2.5 minutes is zone 5. So, but that whole time for the eagle eyed viewers would have seen I was only in zone 4. Now, I'm sure it's just a thing about how the zones are measured. It'll be Brian who'll do it a different way to how the power's calculated on MyWhoosh. It's funny. The short and the low power interval always goes a lot quicker than the hard one. Yeah, look, so I did touch on zone 5 there for a while. Okay, so it must be if I get over 240, that's when it puts me into zone 5. Oh. We're doing good. Now, I did actually record or stream live my FTP, but for some reason the quality was terrible. And visually it was okay, it's just the sound, absolutely shocking. So it'll be interesting to see the quality of the live stream now, because I'm using the NVIDIA broadcast app to give me a fake green screen, which is why you see me superimposed onto the video without any of my background in. But I was also running Collab Cam to bring Brian in to give me live feedback on how to perform in the FTP test. So maybe it's not too many things open and it crashed, but I don't know. Those are only two things that have changed on my stream when I compare the other streams that I did previously. Okay. Last effort of this first tranche of Superthreshold. Let's get the game view. There we go. Wrap it up. It's interesting there's no one else on this route. We're doing good. Keep it going. Whew. That was good. Set number 1 done. Let's get the legs opened up. Going nice and easy now. Symbols. Nearly at the top of this spine now. That'll be interesting. See, I don't think I've got this far before on this route. The last time I done this route, it was just like a recovery ride, so literally snailing up the Koppenberg and the other climb that we're on now. Like 1.1 watts a kilo or something. Something mental like that. Like now. 0.9 watts a kilo. Let's just spin the legs out, get them opened up. But actually, I think I do remember coming over this and down the other side, but I didn't do the full 12-kilometre route. Sure, I said 12-kilometre route. Yeah, it's actually one thing I've noticed about all these apps is that I think Zwift is always going to have the advantage because it's like a world that you're in. You can explore it any way you want. All these other apps, like even MyWhoosh, yes, they've got different worlds, but it's different routes. So it's like a loop you do of that course all the time. And yes, whilst the scenery right now is beautiful, so if you're doing that every day, it can get boring. That's just my 2 cents worth. I think that's why Zwift is always going to have that upper hand. And until that changes, I think it's going to be quite safe. If the competitors aren't bringing something to the table that's the same as, or if not better, then I think they're fairly safe. Now, the only reason that people are flocking to MyWhoosh, A, it's free, and B, because of the connection with the UCI and where all the races are going to be for 2024 to 26, I think it is. It's over 2 years. Now, 2 years is a lot in the development world, especially the gaming development world. And I think when MyWhoosh eventually get it onto Apple TV or something on Max, it'll just explode. Because then the barrier to entry is a lot less. But again, saying that, you can't connect everything via the Apple TV. So they're going to have to think of a way to connect multiple devices, because in UCI you need 2 sources of power. I'm not too sure about heart rate, but definitely 2 sources of power. You need to record it as well, video, have to record your weigh in. There's so much you've got to do just to make sure that it's fair and balanced and there's no e-doping or cheating. You know, good point is there was ages ago in Zwift, you had Ineos Grenadiers were doing some kind of race on Zwift, and who was it? It was a guy who kept winning from the Ineos team, like destroying everybody, and it turned out that he didn't change his height. But he didn't know that you were able to do this. He just jumped on and started cycling. You know, if there's small inconsistencies like that, you know, I think he was like, I think everyone's default height's like 5'7" or 5'8" or 5'10" on Zwift. But this person was like well over 6 foot. And that hasn't affected aerodynamics. Okay, so second set. There we go. Nice and nice and easy. Hold it nice and steady. Try to keep the cadence over at 90. I want to build up strength in the legs as well as get the cardiovascular system working. The faster you go, the more you spin, the more you demand of your cardiovascular system. The slower you go in cadence, you draw on your muscles more. So striking that fine balance. Say the graphics are pretty good, and you know, I've even got a graphics card that's not within recommended specs for this game. So you can tell it's quite a high barrier at the end of the game, but you need a really high spec PC. I really struggle going from that really slow effort or soft effort and jumping straight back onto Superthreshold. Take the legs up to speed again. On to the next one now. The cadence as is. There we go. and hold it around 90. Set nice pace now. Minute to go. It's funny, that's the first time I actually felt the effort, and it was actually taking, felt like a long time. Yeah, I'm going to feel it in these last two, but that's good. It's all part of the process. Increase the ability to withstand the lactate building up. And I guess that's what the shorter recoveries are helping with. You know, slowly build up the lactate, be able to flush it out quicker and quicker. But as Brian said, you need both to be able to flush out lactate, but also to be able to produce it as well. This is the furthest I've been on this route. That's pretty cool. There. I think that's me at the start again. back on this route. Cotton power coming up. That's it. Whew. A definite build up there. Whew. Last one. Let's make it count. Ooh. My lord. Definitely felt it then. There we go. Nice and easy. Nice and too easy, maybe. Well, that session wasn't too hard today, but then again, my numbers are still quite low. I mean, I think my highest FTP was like 279, 280. That was a couple of years ago. So I dropped 50 threshold points. So, yeah, around about 50 now. So I need to boost that back up again. So this first block of training that I'm doing is hopefully aimed at getting me used to riding at that higher threshold level for a longer period of time, so I can put in that effort on the FTP test. Now, I'll be honest, doing the test is one thing. What I've always found is that my FTP is always at its highest when I'm in a race. So I would say there's test FTP and then scenario-based FTP. You know, you've got something to fight for or push for to give you that drive to push harder. So I must try some racing on Zwoosh. Zwoosh. It's a mixture of Zwift and Whoosh. Zwoosh. To test that theory out and see if I can increase my FTP straight away. So I'm going to do a race on Friday night. Let's see how I got on with that. And you know, I'd also like to say as well that those races that I've been in haven't been like stage races on Zwift. They were always crit races. I think crit races normally last about 35-40 minutes. I've never raced on Whoosh, so it'll be interesting to see is it's going to be like Zwift. Just balls out for the start. Hydrate. Oh, that's cool. Big set of earphones. It's different. I've really went all out with the graphics on here. That's actually an interesting point, right? So the route I picked, I've done, because it was like 12 kilometers long. So where's it put me after this? You know, is my previous comment of, oh, it's not a world, you can't dictate where you want to go. Well, in fact, you can, because I think I seen arrows popping up left and right. So, apologies for any assumptions. Let's see if we can find an example of that before. stop the workout. Should be able to. I always find these cool downs on the aspects really cool. And it doesn't go on forever. But every pedal stroke helps. Every pedal stroke counts. So I've got 16 out of 19. So I've got two. I mean, this one here will bring up to 17 out of 19. I wonder what the two were that I failed. Interesting. Don't like failing. It'll also be interesting to check the stream after this to see what the sound quality was like and the image quality. So I'm still using the NVIDIA broadcast to stream my image onto the game. So that's one of the two variables that we can test. See what the sound quality is like. And then what we'll do is, the next one we'll do, I'll introduce a collab cam. And there we go. Wind moments. Let's steer. How do you choose it? Ah, there we go. Let's see this. It probably would have been there. I'm also looking at this more savers, an app that will help with that kind of stuff. Just listening to it thread again. One of the artists I'd love to go and see live. Well, Chris Dawson and my wife went and seen him a few months back. Said it was unreal. Heart rate's coming right down. Nice and easy. That's weird. Chatbot. Maps is half hidden. Steer. Yep. Heart rate looks like it's jumped up to 111. It's right. It's not actually feel like that. It's down to 88 or something. See if you can work that. Do the just quick charge style. I think it's just stop the heart rate almost. Stuck. because the Apple Watch, you know, it's pretty accurate. It's fine, it's probably around 108, 110. Oh, workout done. That was good. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Tune in again tomorrow. I will be doing streaming live my training on most days. So please like and subscribe and join in and watch how I'm progressing.